Here's your host, Clay Nelson.
Hey, welcome to the fun Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. All right, this show is a culmination of over 23 years of making a difference for other people and some differences for myself even, you know. So thanks for being here and thanks for allowing me to make a difference in your life, at least the way we've done it over the last 75 weeks of doing shows and making a difference and talking to people and getting people to lighten up and have fun. And, you know, the point of everything we talk about the Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour is to remind you that your power or you having a say in how your life turns out is, quite frankly, your say-so. No one else can have your life turn out any differently than the way it is except for you. And quite frankly, in case you walk out in front of a truck, that kind of changes things a little bit. But mostly where you do have the power, use it, okay? So if you want to know more about me or know more about where I come from or how I think, go to www.claynelsonlifebalance.com and take a look. You can look at all our past shows on www.youtube.com/CNLB, Clay Nelson Life Balance. And if you want to talk to me on the phone, call me at long distance at 866. Let me see here. It's 866-564-1290.
You got it. You got it.
And locally,
people can also check out your live streaming video. They can actually watch you in the studio doing this show right now.
Oh, that's right.
At claynelsonlifebalance.com/watch, WATCH.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And you can either watch or you can even, if you want to sign in, you can send me email. We can talk back and forth. You can send me a question on email, and I can answer it on the show or send you back an email or whatever you want to do. So there's all kinds of ways to do it. Now, and the way that most people talk to me is via email, and you can email me right now at clay@media, MEDIASB, Santa Barbara, so mediasb.com. You can get to me that way, okay? Now, the name of the show this one day after Christmas is Acknowledging Your Accomplishments. Now, why do you think I would have a show that's all about acknowledging your accomplishments? You know, for many, many years, I've been thinking about how most people, including myself, spend an awful lot of time being upset because of what I didn't get done. And I never think about what I did get done. Think about that now. So I want you to take a minute, or in some people's cases, take a half a day. And I want you to write down everything you've accomplished, business and or personal, all right, in your married life, personal life, children's life, medical terms, spiritual side, financial, you name it. Everything you've accomplished from January 1, 07 to December 26, 07. And make a list and write every single thing down, okay? And the best way to really do this is get your whole family together and get your whole family to make a generalized list of what is everybody has accomplished. Then I want you to sit back and I want you to look at all the things that you've accomplished this year. And I want you to give yourself credit for it, okay? See, here's the key. The key to getting what you want in life is, here's the big answer, you ready? Is knowing what in the heck it is you want.
We can't tell them that this early in the show.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Wow, just think. If you knew what you wanted, you're halfway there. So the next thing is getting whatever it is in the way of getting what you want out of the way. That's the idea. So you got to know what you want, and then whatever's in the way, you got to get it out of the way. Like move it over, or get rid of it, or delegate it, or have somebody else do it, or do whatever. But get clear, I want this. And here's the next one. I want this by this date. Think about that. And we're going to talk a lot about what I call specific measurable results by win today. SMRs by win. SMRs by win. Specific measurable results by win. And a lot of it today is not going to be so much around business as it is personal. You know, there's probably more go to the gym contracts written between now and the 15th of January than in the history of the entire year. And only 16% of the contracts written are ever fulfilled on. You know that? That's why the gyms and the tracks and everything else are just full of people for the first 10 days. And then your circumstances get in the way and you go back to your old habits. So we're also going to talk today about accountability. We're going to talk about team, that which is necessary to hold you accountable for doing what you say you're going to do and never have. Whoa. Did you hear that? Doing what you say you're going to do and never have. You know, like losing weight, getting exercise, getting cuter, having more fun, being more apologetic, learning how to, modulate as you speak, so you don't scare people half to death, right? Or how about this? Learning how to use electronics, having technology serve you. I was just told that the guy that actually makes everything happen on my radio show has to do another radio show, so I have to learn how to do all the technology setup and everything else, and my whole life flashed right in front of me. Then I went, hey, I can do this, man. So there, you're in Dan. All right, now, so now, what's it mean to write down what you've done, all right? Write down all the great things you've accomplished this year, right? If you've developed a really outrageous exercise habit, like I got to tell you, I started 2 years ago just walking around the track over at the City College, and I would look at the stairs, those 84 stairs that go straight up, and I looked at them for about 6 months, and then I finally went up one. I went, well, this isn't too bad. And then for about a year and a third, maybe a little under a year and a half, I did it every single Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I got so I could do pretty good. And then I went, okay, I've had enough of this, so I quit. And you know what? That my pain in my hips and the pain in my knees came back. And so 2 weeks ago, I started walking the track and doing the stairs again. And guess what? All the pain in my hips and knees is now gone. I mean, totally gone. So as you get older, you need more exercise, proper exercise. You need to do a little bit of weightlifting to build muscle and build bone marrow. You need to be more careful about what you eat. And guess what? You're going to have more things to do and more absolute phenomenal good reasons why you shouldn't do it. So this show is all about putting accountability teams together to develop habits that have you live your life better and longer and happier. So you don't get all cranky because of your body pain, or you don't get all cranky because you just can't do for yourself what you really need to do, should do, and don't do. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot of things you want to have time for, like volunteering at senior citizen centers, like getting healthier, like how about moving into a new home? Have you ever thought about all the stuff you have and how you're going to move it? How about this? What about changing your career? What if you got to a place and this year was the year, like, I don't think I want to do what I'm doing anymore. Excuse me. I don't think I want to do what I'm doing anymore. I want to do something else. I'm done with this. Not like it's bad, just I'm done. So what would it be like to change your job? Or how about this? You can do like Susan did. She says, Clay, I go what? Says, I want to go back to school. And not I want to go back to school someday. She goes, I want to go back to school. And by the way, see ya.
Wow.
Yeah, boy, I about had a heart attack. And so she went back to school to become a geologist, and she's doing great, all right? I'm not doing so great. Oh, life is hard because she's not here helping me doing all the work she used to. She just left me in the oh, I'm just all by myself. What do I do? I'm kidding, Susan. Anyway, now, what about this? What if you had a plan for just paying off your credit card debt? What if you put a plan just to get that done? Or how about to grow a garden? Or what if you wrote down all the trips you took? What about all the professional and business goals that you reached? What about writing down all the money that you put away for your children's education? What about, I have to take a break now. So when I come back, I'm going to talk to you more about what you could write down. What are the things that you did? What are some of the things I did that you want to give yourself credit for, okay? So this is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour on KZSB AM 1290. Come on back.